In this video, we learn lightning record view form. So this is the second type of our base lightning component. So in previous video, we already seen what is lightning record form and when to use the lightning record form. Now we're gonna talk about lightning record view form. So we use this form whenever we want to display some Salesforce record onto the screen, and it will always show the data in the read only mode, and it shows the label of the form whatever you have configured in the Salesforce dashboard, right? So it will show the data, it will show the labels. You can't create the records. You can see the table. You can't create the records, you can't edit the records. It's just for displaying the data or the form data. And the only freedom that you get over the lightning record form is the customization of the layout. So whenever you have to customize the layout and you just want to display the data, just go with this type of form, lightning record view form. And to make the fields read only, we use lightning output field component inside our lightning record view form component. So let's go to the VS Code and see how it works. I'll go to command palette, create lightning web component. I'll give this name record view form demo. So now my component is created. Let's go to the HTML file and quickly create the card. We'll give the title lightning record view form as it is. Yeah, now within the card we want to add our lightning record view form. For that we need to call that form and we have called that component. So now tag is there. Now we have to pass some attributes. The most common attribute is the object API name that will tell this form to which type of object you are, and the other thing that we want is the record ID, because if you have the record ID then only you able to display the data of that particular record. For the object API name, I'll say account. I want object to be of account type for my form, and I need a record ID. In our previous video, if you go to the previous component that we created, that is record form demo, take the ID that we have used or we created in the previous video. We're gonna use the same ID for HTML, and we want create the record of type account for this particular record ID. So it will give us the data now, and we want the data to be in like custom layout. For that, what I'm gonna do is I'll say div class slds grid slds better. So these are the classes that's just for the layout purpose, and every grid is divided into 12 column basically. So first we'll create the column. We'll say class slds call, and now this column of how much spaces, so we'll say slds size underscore 6 of 12. So we are telling I need a first column of size 6 and second column also of size 6 out of total 12. So now I have two columns, one with size 6, another is also size 6. Now within this we can define our fields, and to create the fields in the read only mode we already have a component lightning output field that takes field name, and field name should be your field API name basically. So I need a name, and then I'll copy paste it twice and one time here, and I'll say here second field I want phone, third field I want industry, and the fourth field I can say annual revenue. So we are designing the layout right now, and the layout is like in the first column I want 3 fields, in the second column I want only 1 field, and the field name is annual revenue in the second column, and in the first column I will have name, phone and industry. So This is how you can customize your layout. This is how you pass your record ID and object API name. And this will not create the record. This will not create or edit the record. This lightning record view form is just to display the form. Okay, and that too in the read only mode. So let's go to our meta file. So before deploying we have to do the changes so that our component is visible, and I'm doing is exposed to true, and I'm setting the targets. This form should be available on the app page. And I already showed you in the previous video how you can get the object API name and the record ID dynamically, and the dynamic things will only work when you are placing your component in the record page. Okay, so but we are using a app page, so that's why I'm defining the hard-coded data here. So let's go and deploy this. So now it's deployed. Let's go to our org. Let's go to the setup gear icon and click edit page. And in edit page, we'll search for our component name, that is record view form demo. Place it to the center column and hit save button. Click go back. And now you can see our card is visible, our lightning record view form is visible, everything is in the read mode, and you can't click or edit these things. And you can see these are two columns. First column showing the three fields and the second column is showing the annual revenue, and annual revenue is the only field in the second column. And you can change the layout, that's the freedom that you have. And the labels are coming, whatever the labels you have defined while creating the fields, the default label comes to the form and the values are coming automatically. And if you update the value here, also the value will update automatically. So this is how your lightning record view form works. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video.